All right, what's up again?
Again.
My
Back again.
Yeah,
Because
back
somebody
again.
keeps fucking up.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
back again.
Just because I name drop doesn't mean anything. All
You-
right.
You can't
Bro,
pull last
no,
name.
no, yeah, no need for name dropping.
It can be anybody.
Only when you're talking about Nostradamus and bashing on him.
Well,
Ian,
Ian's
fucking-
here,
yeah,
and
Ian's
and I
back.
dropped Ian's name. Wow, Ian.
Yeah.
What's up, Ian?
Hey, what's up? Not
Yeah.
like it's a real fucking common name.
Oh,
you know?
well,
it could be like
it
the
is.
Jay and Silent Bob thing where he's also a superhero.
Who's a
Or
superhero?
vice
I
versa.
wish.
Who's a superhero?
Ian,
How is Ian a superhero?
because he's Sasquatch man who slays the fucking little people of Norway and
But he-
takes-
but he
takes-
loo- But he looks like Evgeny Malkin.
yes, exactly.
That's why
So
when I
can-
go
can
to
you
Russia,
imagine-
nobody
Can you
asks
imagine?
questions.
Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine a giant Evgeny Malkin slaying Norwegians? Like
That would be amazing. Can I pay to see that?
On a flying squirrel.
Can I pay to see that?
maybe,
Maybe. All right, let's do this.
possibly, probably. Everything's probable. But dude, I was reading about these, or I wasn't reading, but I heard about these bitcoins. Have you heard about these bitcoins?
Yeah, Ian. Did you hear about these bitcoins? Do you know about these bits?
A little bit. I haven't
little
really
bit.
read into it or anything.
A little bit. He said hasn't read into it, so that means you know nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, because
you've
I've
heard of them.
I've heard
you've
of them,
heard of them,
but
you
I haven't heard.
don't know what they are.
people
Don't know what
talk
they are.
Really in detail.
It's like
with it.
it's like I don't know. It's like stocks basically that just randomly change all the time, and so you have to just keep an eye on them. So you like, but it's much more than that. It's like
it's
off
internet.
The grid.
It's the internet money.
It's that
internet
monies.
currency. No,
that
it's
internet
not.
monies.
It's not that internet monies.
You
You don't.
internet monies.
You don't know about
It's
that.
that internet money.
You know.
You know, it
Google.
comes with that.
Yahoo.
Yeah, Google, Google,
Yahoo.
and that Gmail.
Gmail.
Y'all talk funny. No,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
That's
I'm
not how we
sorry.
talk
No.
in the center of the
No,
universe.
that's Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yes.
Oh fuck! Now I just name dropped that place. We're gonna get all the hate mail from.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
we
there's
watch.
No way.
Watch our one of our first 3 fans
It's gonna be a hater.
is gonna be from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
And be like, I already hate you.
Yeah, be like,
that's-
you talk funny. You talk really slow, 'cause you know Chattanooga. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so anyway, we were talking, or we were looking at that meditation thing. What's that, flow meditation?
Flow meditation.
Or flow yoga.
Flow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow. That's how stoned we are right now.
Yeah. Fucking apocalyptic annihilated.
Oh my god. Jesus on a rocket ship.
To the moon.
To the moon.
And back again.
And back again. How are you? No, yeah, that flow yoga. That was pretty interesting. I don't know.
I mean, I occasionally do yoga. Stretching is
Yeah.
great for your body.
Oh, yeah.
you know
For
what I
sure.
mean?
For sure,
Like after
dude.
a workout or before a workout, it's the best thing.
But
you
then
can
that
do.
one dude said stretching is bad for you.
Well,
but
he's
then
full
Joe
of
Rogan Joe Rogan called him out on it. He's like,
Yeah.
dude, I think you're full of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Stretching is amazing.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
And he was just stretching like in his face. Like
That's
it's
what he should be.
amazing.
He's
And I'm
like,
like,
"Have you
yeah,
ever
it
just-
is.
Have you ever just stretched before? It's fucking amazing.
It is,
It
dude.
is.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. It
Like
helps your
that guy
muscles
kind of
breathe.
had like a little weird, like, oh well, you don't see a leopard stretching. No, technically
you
you
do.
do.
Dude, I see my cat stretch
You
every
see-
time
you
it gets
see
up.
all kinds of
Yeah.
animals
Every time my
stretching.
cat
It's a natural
moves,
thing
Every
to
time my cat sees me, she
Yeah.
has to like bow. A bow stretch.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a bow, and then she's
And
like, "Oh
claws
fuck,
up-
I need to
claws the fucking
stretch."
carpet
Yeah, fuck it though.
Yeah.
I
for
love
sure.
your
cats.
cat.
Cats are the shit.
Oh, dude, my cat's amazing. My
I don't-
cat's awesome.
So are you
Yeah.
cat? Are you guys a cat person or a dog person?
I like dogs, but I don't like cleaning up their shit. So that basically means I'm a cat person. So.
Yeah, I mean, you have to clean up cat shit as well.
Not as much.
Not as much. You just gotta scoop them.
I mean, that's
Scoop 'em and
Scoop
poop 'em.
the
you
poops
you kind of don't have to
And,
search
and
the
you know,
yard
here's
for
the thing,
landmines.
dude. Here's
That's
the thing,
like
dude.
kind of
And you
thing
want,
I'm-
and like, you ever go to over someone's house and their house just smells like cat.
Oh,
it's the worst.
Dude.
Dude, I got 2 cats, and do you ever smell
Nope.
No.
that? No. Do you know
Nope.
why? Clean the litter box out twice a day. Once in the morning, once before you go to sleep. Cats it's never gonna stink, and the cats are always gonna go in the box because there's always a clean box. Because the only time the cat wants to go on the floor is when they don't want to step on shit. Would you
Yeah.
want to step on shit? No. Fuck. That's
Yeah.
why they're going on the floor.
And that's another thing about dogs. I really like you can feed a dog shit and
Yeah.
he'll eat it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, cats.
Dogs
are, just
are pretty
much
fucking dumb.
smart-
Some of 'em.
Smarter.
Some of
Yeah.
'em.
Yeah.
I had, you know,
I know,
granted,
Cardigan-
I've had dogs.
Cardigan
and I
Welsh
love
Corgis
my
are pretty
dogs,
fucking smart,
but
dude.
still, you know, if it came down to somebody saying if you want a dog or a cat, I'd want a cat. But I also go out on trips on my bike every 2 or 3 weekends, and I'll be gone for 2
yeah,
days.
so you need an
I don't
animal
need-
that can actually
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
be fine by itself. You know
Yeah,
what
I mean,
But
granted,
not really, but yeah.
It'd be different if I,
Still
like
leaving
lived,
out, leaving
even if I
animals
lived on
out
my
alone.
own, I'd want to be able to leave and not have to be like, oh man, I got this dog sitting at home. I can't leave here leave him here for too long, or I gotta have somebody pick him up.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
speaking of cats and dogs, like, you ever get into that like Egyptian shit where they like represent
Worship the
and
cats.
dogs?
Worship them.
Yeah, but there was like gods as dogs and like cats.
Anubis was a.
Do you think that's
a dog,
behind like
yeah.
the initial like
His head was.
plan of or like the creators or anything like that? Like that has to relate somehow to that.
I don't know.
I really
Like
think
cats and dogs.
they.
Like, do you think we're like a combined set of animals? You know what I
Well,
mean?
I
feel
kind
like
of think how the Egyptians they kind of put like animal heads onto them. I think that's how they kind of interpret what they saw, not so much as like because you see there's
like the spirit of
there's
a lion
carvings
or something
of
like that, or
like
what?
people in like real elaborate suits that have like like they look like they're in a goddamn spacesuit.
Yeah.
It's like it looks legitimate. They got like buttons and levers.
Yeah.
And they had
I
those big
think-
light bulbs.
Right. Yeah.
Damn.
And I think
Yeah, I've seen
these
that.
They had those
guys,
big light
when they
bulbs.
saw that, it was just something that went over maybe their head, and maybe they were enough like us
Oh.
that it was like, oh well, we can't breathe your air because it's
And
whatever.
then they just made them out to be birds
and
or
it's
whatever.
like, oh, that's Anubis because his head kind of has like 2 ears coming out, and it looks like a dog. So that's Anubis,
Oh, shit.
And
it could be
Horus-
like little
Horus
radar
has like a
things.
real swooping head, and
Oh,
like
they
stuff
could be
like
totally
that.
different kinds
And that
of-
could be like a
yeah,
fucking-
alien
It's like
races.
helmets
Yeah.
or something like that. Like,
Oh,
dude,
fuck.
that's like the thing. When I look at something like that, I'm thinking, well, how would a 3-year-old see that?
Yep, because that's what they
Oh,
were.
man,
Not
dude.
not really.
No,
I
it
mean, they were
wasn't, but-
smarter than
but
that. But
Yeah, it was.
think about if you saw something
time
you
you
could
saw-
not explain.
yeah.
Like if we saw a spacecraft,
What would
we
your little brother draw? If he saw something he couldn't explain and he was supposed to draw
It'd
it.
be an animal
Yep.
kind of.
He would
he
he
Yeah.
would relate it
Be
to
an
something.
animal.
something
person.
that he
Yep.
saw? Yeah.
Just like they relate gods to animals, you know what I mean? But seriously, that's fucking
It's
that's
wild,
deep, dude.
Yeah.
I've never
there's
thought
a
of it.
lot
I've never
crazy
thought of
stuff
it like that as a helmet. You know what I mean? There's
That-
all kinds of
yeah.
sightings. Have you ever looked up crop circles, dude? There's literally
Some of
millions
those are
of
fake.
yeah, but the
80%.
80%. No, 80% are real. Dude.
80%.
20% are fake, dude. You
I
can
don't know
tell.
about that.
Dude, you can tell
No,
the perfect geometrical structure.
Where when
Well, no,
when was
there
the
are
last time?
some.
When was the last crop circle
That
sighting?
was like
I
in the
don't know.
80s, and
that
it
they
was a
talked
guy-
about? Really? That they
Yeah.
talked about? Yeah,
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
don't talk about it anymore. That's why. You fucking idiot.
When was the last time you saw someone posted on a website like, "Oh, fucking huge crop circle
Because
found"?
everyone should already know. Because they already left thousands
But dude,
of them.
we live where the crop circles are fucking found, bro. And I'm
yeah,
not
but
hearing
you ain't
about 'em.
walking into fucking.
I'm not hearing
If
about
a
'em.
farmer reports that to the news, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna say,
I'm not
"Shut the fuck
hearing
up."
about it. It's gonna be on the internet.
No, it's not.
The internet's gonna catch that.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
we haven't really heard about anything.
Dude,
in,
I've heard,
like,
I've
real
seen enough
recently.
crop circles that like in my time that you know what I mean to discern like that they're not.
I've
fake.
never seen any like up close, so I
Dude,
really can't
yeah,
say
but
anything.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, it'd be different if they said like the stalks
always
weren't
be-
broken, but they were just like bent over.
Yeah,
like
that's
if
what
it
it
was
was.
something like I
Yeah,
could not
that's what it
explain
is.
or I could not recreate
no,
on
they
my
showed
own.
it. They showed it, dude.
Yeah.
Like if you look up, I forget what video it is, but there's a video online that shows like
Eh,
all these different crop circles
like,
and perfect.
I don't know,
geometrical
man.
patterns.
If it came. I believe somebody saying I saw a UFO before I saw somebody say or believe somebody say, oh, an alien came and made these crop circles. I'd believe you if you were like, oh, I saw a spaceship. I'd be like, okay, maybe you did. Maybe you saw something you didn't fucking know.
Oh man.
But who knows?
I don't know. You can't. You gotta question everything,
I don't
bro.
know, man.
You just can't.
Joe
doubt
Rogan's
any-
question every.
everything.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Sci-fi
It's fucking
Wednesdays.
amazing.
10 o'clock.
Also featuring on it, amazing
Oh god.
Alpha Brain
Oh god.
Plugs.
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 No plugs.
Oh, dude, we got
Plugs.
Plugs,
No plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet everyone just heard that cow. Oh, I bet they just heard that
Yeah.
cow again.
Wow,
Yeah.
what's up with that cow?
Cow.
Oh, well, we are listening to Civilization 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
the
pretty good
soundtrack. But we're also listening to. Because
Meh.
apparently,
Cows in the area.
There's a cow that's hungry in the area.
dude. Yeah, dude.
It's
Dude,
protecting its territory.
Dude, last
Good
night,
game.
I think the podcast picked up the train outside.
Really?
There was a train going by. Well, if for people to know, there's a railroad track about a mile away from my house.
Why would you say that? People can
no,
triangulate
that's
your
not a-
position. And
that's not a
smack you down.
mile.
What the fuck?
That
Dude,
is
shut
not a
up.
mile.
Shut the fuck up.
That is like maybe
Shut the fuck up.
almost a half.
Hilarious.
All right,
Almost.
half a mile. All right, I'm half a mile from a railroad track. All right, and when they go by, they they got to blow their shit. So you hear it, and I'm on top of the hill. All right, so I heard it. I heard it through the earphones. I was like, I heard. I was like, hey, that's a train. That's a train. Yeah, that's all I had. So now that we
Wow.
talked about what I wanted to talk
yeah,
about,
seriously, UFC fights that we didn't look up.
that we
tonight.
didn't watch.
Yes.
Ah, terrible. I don't know. The whole. This is what I was talking about before. Like MMA, like I feel like the training for it you shouldn't go into unless you know boxing or jiu-jitsu first.
You
or
gotta at least
wrestling,
know how to stand up.
Or you definitely need to get boxing in before you ever go to an MMA gym.
All right,
People
here's
like
the thing.
think they
All
can
right.
train both things
Well,
in one class. and
here's
you
the thing.
can't.
In today's world,
Not
if,
unless you're like
if you don't
starting off
if you
real
don't have
young.
the best MMA wrestling in the world, you're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to defend a takedown, and if you're not going to be able to knock them out, you're not going to be able to take them down.
Yeah, but that's wrestling. That's not MMA.
Exactly.
That's wrestling. That's all
Exact-
that is.
Exactly.
If
And
you
you
have wrestling and boxing, you can
you-
whoop MMA.
yeah, exactly. But if you have, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, get your kid in wrestling as soon as
No,
you can.
or
age
get him
4.
in boxing.
No,
yeah.
fuck that boxing.
Fuck you, dude.
That head trauma is terrible at a young age. Don't get
not,
into
yeah,
boxing.
not at a young age. Yeah, not
Fuck
at a young
that.
age,
Fuck
but older age.
that. Fuck that, dude.
No way.
Dude, if your kid's in wrestling for all that time, knows no stand up, dude, he's gonna have the meanest double leg in existence. The dude's gonna be like, "Oh, what's up? I got these fucking golden gloves." And he's gonna be like, "Boop, takedown," and that
No,
and that
he's
golden
gonna be
glove
like
boxer.
boot slept.
That
He's gonna be like boot slept.
yeah, okay.
On the
I-
come in.
There's some.
Come on,
Sorry.
golden gloves,
Yeah,
dude.
No.
golden
Last
gloves.
time I
You'd be
checked,
like,
But the thing is,
Ryan, last time I
Oh.
checked, the takedown is way faster than a fucking overhand right.
you
for
wouldn't
sure.
throw an overhead right. You'd throw an uppercut, and it'd be right to the face.
Yep,
and someone
and it'd be
could
so
definitely.
slow.
No, it wouldn't.
It'd be so
You
slow.
obviously
I
haven't
don't
seen
know,
Manny
dude. It would all
Pacquiao throw a
depend on the
punch.
fight, though. Like, if
Dude,
you had
yeah, that's
Manny
what I'm saying.
Pacquiao
Manny
versus
Pacquiao versus
somebody-
Mark Munoz. Okay, All-American wrestler.
Yeah,
Fucking
but he still
collegiate
knows how to
na-
fucking punch.
national champion, dude. If they went into a fight, dude, Mark Munoz would take that bastard on the ground, and Manny Pacquiao wouldn't get up unless Mark Munoz
Yes.
wanted him
Yes.
to get up.
Yeah, but
Yes.
if he
And it'd be
even got
over.
that
Fight's
far.
over. Fight's over.
If he got that far.
Fight's over. What do you mean
He
if he
got
got
that
that far?
Because he-
Instantly.
No, if
What
you
happened
put
to
him
Chael
down on the
Sonnen?
ground, but
Chael
the thing
Sonnen,
is,
Anderson
he's a
Silva,
MMA fighter,
both
though.
fights. Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva, both fights. Chael Sonnen versus Chris Weidman. What do you mean if it happens that fast, dude? The takedown's gonna happen. 85% of every mixed martial arts fight goes to the ground. You better be ready.
Yeah, but I'm just
You
saying.
better be
against
ready.
the Golden Gloves, you might get knocked out on the first punch coming in. For the
Yep.
takedown.
And you know what? Oh, you got to slip that first punch and go for that mean
Well-
double leg that you've been doing your whole life.
So what? The other dude's been throwing punches his whole life. You
Yep, and
fucking-
has fucking head trauma and
No.
shit already.
Oh,
18
man.
years old.
Not if
Already
he's
has
been knocking people out.
brain
not getting
tumors.
Fucked up.
brain tumors.
Yeah. Okay.
That head trauma scares me, dude.
Yeah, but in
Yeah.
MMA you're getting punched with a fucking smaller glove.
Yeah, I'm not in MMA. The fuck you think this is, little
Oh,
girl?
man, you're switching words up and changing lanes like a fucking bitch ass.
No, I'm just saying. Get him into grappling. You don't need to know striking. If your grappling's good enough, you won't have to know how to strike. Ronda Rousey won every fight, armbar. She takes a bitch to the ground and breaks her shit.
Yeah, but she also beats on a bitch.
Yeah, she knows striking.
She only recently. Only recently.
Her striking is
Dude,
fucking
Sarah
mountain.
Terrible.
Kaufman's face looked like shit.
okay. Yeah, but
yeah, no, she beat her up because she talked shit.
all right, but that's
that was
that's
only-
a terrible
that-
example.
Yeah,
That's a terrible.
yeah.
example.
Well, she was coming from Strike
all
Force.
I'm
but
saying is if Kat
the
Zingano,
is so shallow though.
if Kat Zingano was actually gonna fight Ronda, dude, that's a fight I want to see, dude. Kat Zingano, what she did to Miesha Tate, woo,
Yes,
woo, that pretty girl got knocked the fuck out,
Kat is fucking sexy, dude.
dude. Her Muay Thai is off the chain.
Yes, her
Yeah,
Muay Thai
it's
is
sweet to see.
ridiculous.
It's sweet to see a girl who's fucking.
Oh,
Dude,
amazing
dude,
at
those
that
knees,
no.
shit.
those knees that she threw.
Oh, dude, Miesha
Oh my
was
God.
on the ground.
Dude, I wouldn't even get in that ring. No way. You couldn't
You
get me
sure?
anywhere near. Oh no. Fuck no.
She'd be like, knees.
Yeah,
knees,
no. You know
knees."
what you know what it'd be? It'd be me jumping physically, just feet on the cage, just vroom, just right over that and running.
What?
I would not be in that ring. Like,
You'd
get
have
in
to
there.
Run, you'd have to run
Nope.
up and do like a backflip.
No,
over her
I would
head.
just jump
Be like,
into the crowd.
"Whoa," land on her shoulders and then front flip on the top of the cage and then be like, peace.
What are we even
And
talking
smoke
about?
screen.
I don't even know what he's
Smoke
on.
screen.
What are we even talking about?
Oh fuck! I just headbutted the
Smoke
fuck out of
screen. That's what we're talking about.
Smoke screen. What about smoke screen?
I don't know.
What about smoke from Mortal Kombat? What about
What
do you-
about I was playing Mortal Kombat the other day? I still love that game.
Dude, it's so
amazing.
good.
Yes.
Fucking
Yes.
amazing.
so good? I know so much about the Mortal Kombat lore. It's not even funny.
Nice.
I really do. I really do.
You probably know a lot about fucking video games.
No,
I'm
I know a
sure.
lot about Mortal Kombat for no reason at all,
Why?
and I don't even know why I
What's
know.
some interesting facts behind Mortal Kombat if anybody wants to hear?
Interesting facts about Mortal Kombat. Noob Saibot,
Yeah.
the Shadow Ninja,
Sub-Zero.
was originally Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's common knowledge nowadays.
Because it's on the new Mortal Kombat game.
Let's see.
Or newest. I guess.
Smoke was made by the new bad Sub-Zero, because there's like
Yep.
because
that's shown.
like the new Sub-Zero is
Well,
good, but now it's like
no.
not good. I
Smoke
guess.
wasn't- I don't know.
I don't know.
Isn't there two Sub-Zero?
Smoke-
yeah.
Smoke
There's
was
a Cyber
Smoke-
Sub-Zero now.
No,
Smoke-
there's
Smoke
a
was-
Sub-Zero who had like a mask, and then there was also a Sub-Zero who had like a scar on his face, and he had like the.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
what I'm
first
saying.
Sub-Zero, and he gets
Yeah.
killed.
Well,
and
that's
then
what I'm saying.
bring him
Wasn't
back
that his
and shit.
brother?
Listen. Yes,
Yeah.
there's two
Yeah,
of
I
them.
think
Yeah, was that his
Yeah,
brother?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
so.
the one with
Yes,
the,
it
the
was.
one without the mask and the scar is the good
Right.
one.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the other one, the old Sub-Zero, is back for some reason. But then there's still Noob as well, because nothing in Mortal Kombat is canon anymore. It's just like, oh, here's the here's
Dude,
all
do
the
you
characters
remember
from
watching
ever.
those movies?
They're
Those
so
movies were
terrible.
what?
They're so terrible.
They're so fucking old. It's so amazing.
Oh, they're so bad.
Oh, I love them.
They're so bad.
I haven't watched
the one
them
where they
recently.
transform into fucking.
No, but
like
what I was
mythical
trying to tell
beasts.
you was that
Amazing.
Smoke was made by the Lin Kuei, and the Lin Kuei is Sub-Zero's clan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Smoke was made, I believe, to go kill Scorpion. He's a ninja that was after Scorpion. I'm pretty sure that's the lore behind Smoke. I'm not entirely sure. Don't hold me
maybe.
to that.
Yeah. Well, stop blabbing if you don't know.
Well, I mean, I know, like, I don't know. I know a lot. but
I
don't
know everything about
I know
Mortal
it all.
Kombat.
I know it all.
Let me tell you half of what I know.
Let me tell you half of what I know because I can't recall it right now.
Exactly.
I will give you.
Do you
the
think that's
other
actually a
half
real
at a later
premise?
date.
Do you think that's
No.
actually a real premise?
No.
Like that could actually happen?
No, dude, that's a terrible '80s martial arts movie.
Yes.
You don't
And
think
just
there's an island?
visualizing
You don't
it.
think there's an island?
No, I don't
where
think there's an island where Bruce Lee and Jean-Claude Van Damme and Chuck Norris and Steven Seagal all go to fucking fight to the death, but somehow
Yes, there
they're all
is.
still making movies.
Yes, there is.
but
dude.
how are they still making movies?
Because those are robots.
Oh, there was a robots. Okay, just like Steven Seagal, fucking, I don't even know, teaches Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I taught him that kick.
Teacher. No, I'm just kidding.
Still.
Dude, Anderson is just out of the game. He's just too good.
No,
for
he
Turn
got-
your fucking phone off, you
Yeah.
fucking
Speaking-
faggot.
Me?
That's
Ian.
your phone,
Fuck
queer.
Fuck no,
Mine?
that is
Yeah.
not me calling me a fucking queer.
Queer.
fucking
You gonna
Fucking
get
douche.
fucking so much hate mail.
fucking douchebags.
I hope
Douchebag
they
thumbs.
fucking come to your house and take you in the night,
Take you in
The night.
drag you away
drag you
to
away,
someplace filled with rainbows.
handcuffs, rope, fucking gum bands. I don't
Someplace
give a
filled with
hell.
Rainbows and sweet gumdrops raining from the skies.
Calling me a faggot.
I called you queer.
Whatever. Same diff.
So I'm sorry, everyone. This is almost unlistenable.
Yes, this part is.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
So, what's your position on gun control, Vignoli?
My position on gun control.
What do you think this should be? Like, do you feel like the people that say if you hunt, you should just go shoot yourself, or
they're
are you
retarded.
like the guy
They're-
with?
first of all, they're retarded.
well,
But
They're
do- what do you-
retarded.
But do you know what else is retarded? These gun laws that anyone can go buy a gun. Okay.
well, if you
Okay,
have a federal
okay.
offense,
Print
you can't.
guns
Okay.
nowadays. It's
Okay,
like
well, I'm not
fucking
even talking
new.
about
But yeah,
that.
there
I
needs
see
to be
people.
background
Listen,
checks,
listen.
you know.
Listen.
If you have mental
I see
problems, I think
unstable people posting pictures of guns on Facebook, and
Oh,
I
no.
know these people are unstable, and I see it all the time in fucking full camo gear, going like shooting and shit, and I'm just
Wow.
like, this is scary. And I know everyone in this room knows who that is. We're
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna name drop that person, but you all know who that is, and that person is very, very unstable. He's been unstable his whole entire life, and that person owns like fucking full automatic fucking shit.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
I'd say we'll have to talk about that after.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
drawing a blank.
JB,
Oh. Yeah.
Ah.
JB,
Yeah.
JB. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
scary, dude. When I see him posting shit like that, I'm like, dude, this kid's on probably so many drugs, dude.
Probably.
In rehab
Yeah.
so many times,
Yep.
into the psych ward so many times.
Yeah, and
Wow.
in all honesty, I think
Yeah.
if you've been checked into a psych ward, you should have a mental evaluation before you are allowed to own a gun. Make sure you're all right. You're not in the wrong state of mind, and then buying, weapons and ammunition.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like-
well, they're making it so expensive anyway. No one's even.
Oh,
gonna
dude,
buy that
guns!
shit. Like,
Oh my God, ammunition is
ammunition
so
is ridiculous.
expensive.
And it's ridiculous that they're making it so expensive because the government's ordering like mad shipments for them, but they make it more expensive for everyone else. So, like, this makes no sense.
Oh yeah.
Like, they're trying to squeeze every bit they can out of the market before it collapses. Just every little bit.
Oh, dude, Obama's
what I
printing
mean?
more fucking money. He's printing
well,
like
they
another
had
3
fucking,
million.
They had
That's
trillions
not
saved.
backed by gold.
They had trillions saved, dude. Nothing's backed by gold. It's all internet money,
yeah,
dude. They're
well,
fucking
that's all
liars.
it is now.
They lie to you, tell you there's gold in the shipment. They've been keeping gold to the side and just printing money because they can. You know what I mean? Like, they don't give a fuck. Like,
Like,
it doesn't
in all
matter to
honesty, I
them.
think it's really
1
close
trillion
to like a civil war or a revolution.
dude, it
one of
has
the
to be
two.
revolution. What do you mean? That's the only option, really. Like, to take, like, it's not even to fight these people. Like, it's just to like not be oppressed anymore. Not like for our voices to actually be heard by the people. You
no,
know what
the
I
reason
mean?
why we had senators and senators and like representatives of the House
Yeah, was
is
to-
because we couldn't fucking travel that far.
Yep. And it was
Now
to
it-
represent us.
Yeah.
Not have
Yeah.
like 25 members of the House under the same company. Monsanto has like 25 members of like political power
Oh,
under
and these
their
people that have been
fucking
in
employees
office
that are like
their whole
presidents and getting like huge promotions and all this money. You know why that is? Because they're in control.
Yep.
They want their bills passed and they'll do whatever they can to do it.
That's what it is,
Yep.
dude. It's
And-
scary.
And it's just
Very.
big business. It's just big business. You can't let that shit happen. There was rules we set in the beginning to not
95%
let that
of all
shit happen.
tomatoes are Monsanto's.
That's disgusting.
Don't eat tomatoes.
You can't eat anything in this world. Everything's poison. That's why you should just meditate so you can control your inner body.
Whoa.
No, it's
I'm
not a
sorry.
jump. So you can control your inner body and remove
I know.
poisons like through your spiritual
Well, here's
self.
the thing. Here's the thing. I understand what you're saying, but you're taking it all wrong.
No way.
Yes.
No, I'm just taking it to a different level.
Eastern philosophy, Western science.
What do you mean? It's relating to life in general. It's relating to them poisoning food. It's relating to poisoning food in general.
Well, that's what I'm
Like-
saying. But no, you have these tools available for you. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Eastern
what?
Eastern philosophy, Western science. Eastern philosophy, Chinese, Kundalini, yoga. That's all great. That's what I'm saying. Eastern philosophy, Western science.
Yes.
You have all these tools available for you. If you have an ailment, there's a pill that'll help you. And it's not going to fucking get you addicted to anything because once your ailment is gone, stop taking the pill. It's that simple.
Yeah, people need to learn some control, but there is no control in this.
You know,
Oh,
they
dude,
give you know
Florida?
if you go
How
you
fucked
know,
up is
Oh
Florida?
my god,
Oh, no,
dude! The pill
Florida.
clinics, you can just walk in
How
and get
fucked
mad
up
pills.
is that?
Yeah, and then
No
what they
records?
do,
OxyContin Express.
Yep.
they just go down there and they buy a shitload of pills, and then they come up back upstate
Oh
and sell
yeah,
them all.
out of state plates all through those parking lots.
It's so
Yeah,
fucked
that's so
up.
gross,
So
dude.
fucked
Yeah.
up, dude. It's so fucked up.
And
I
they
hate
hit
it.
like 8 or 9
Oh,
doctors'
no.
offices
Oh,
a day.
dude.
Yep.
They hit the whole county.
Yep.
Yep.
Hit the whole county because you can.
Yeah,
'Cause you can
because these
abuse-
places are only
you can
within
abuse a
like
system like
miles
that.
of each other.
Yeah.
It's only one county.
It's like built that way. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
built to be abused. It's built for the
Yes.
to pills
Yes.
to be there.
Yes.
They're
You-
trying to like.
A, why
destroy that
haven't they ran out
population.
of pills yet? And B,
Mhm. Because
how
know
do
they're
they have
making
that
a-
many?
Yes.
They're
Like,
just
how
making
can you
shit.
pump out that much?
Oh, you know why? From all the shit they got from Afghanistan.
That's
all
the
that,
only reason why we're
All
there.
that heroin, all that poppy seed, all
That's
that
the
shit,
only
bro.
reason why we're there.
That's the only reason. Like, if you look up anything about the Afghan war, anything, like, look up the heroin fields that they're
Oh, yeah,
guarding.
they're guarding them.
every day. That's why we're over there, people. Like, that's a huge reason why we're over there. Look at the production of like, America or what was it, Afghani like heroin production over the last like 5 years. It sprang up from 2% of the world to 90% of the world. 90 from the war. That seems a little bit suspicious. Maybe you should check this out. Like,
Well,
don't
that's-
take me literally.
That's the
Go
only
check
where
it out.
that's the only where poppy can grow. That's
Yep.
the problem.
Yeah, it's the altitude and the
It's the
temperature.
altitude. It's the altitude.
Yeah,
and
but
the
we don't
dryness.
need these horrible pills. Like, we could grow hemp in the same amount of time, and it's so much better for you. Or you can just use these pills and not make them so powerful that they like. If you have to make something so powerful that it literally knocks you out to the point like where you can't feel anything, then like you need something else. You don't need to get rid of that pain. You need to like heal
Well,
that pain.
there must be something like desperately
like
wrong
that's like
with
death
you.
pills. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like death pills.
Well,
That's
like-
but like even there's some
Dude,
like
it's
cancer.
really a shame because even like
Dude,
when
hemp
my
oil
grandma
treat that.
passed away,
Hemp oil
she
treats
had
cancer, dude.
like serious
Mm.
pain, and she only took like maybe 2 morphine pills.
Yeah, but still,
And
you
it
don't
was
even
like,
need them, dude.
you know,
I see cancer patients
it's-
taking marijuana pills, like THC
Oh, yeah.
pills, and rubbing hemp oil on their skin and getting cured from cancer.
Yeah,
and people
if you
just read
have
it
this-
and don't believe it.
so-
They're like, "Oh, marijuana's still bad.
Yeah.
It cures cancer. How is it bad?" Like, it could be heroin. If you rub it on your skin and it's curing cancer, why are you not passing that shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least for medical use. In all states, like that's ridiculous to
Yeah.
hold it back like that. It's because the money they're making off it being illegal is like not as much as they would make
Right.
from it being legalized.
Legal, exactly.
And that's just the government, and not as much as they would make.
Yep.
But everybody in the and the rest of the
Everybody
country would be
would-
making a shitload of money,
shitload.
Yep.
and they would be like loving life. But no, we can't have that. The government needs to make a shitload more than you.
Yep.
You're the middle class. You stay there.
Yep.
Like that's what it's about.
Yeah, you can't have the people more
Powerful than the government.
richer than the government.
Yeah, and if you
'Cause
get
why would you
rich
need
and,
the
if you
government?
get rich and successful, they just come in and they're like, "Oh, you want to be a member of this group? Oh,
Yep.
here you go.
Yep.
Here's the keys to the castle.
You know
Keep everybody else
you
down.
know somebody that
Yep,
no one
that
else
knows-
does.
Yeah, for sure. That's bullshit.
and you fucking paid them off, or fucking they owe you something from back at fucking
There
college.
just needs to be
Are
a
you
reset
in the
button.
same fucking fraternity or some
There
bullshit?
just needs to be a reset button. Like honestly, dude, it's just so corrupt now. Like I don't know.
It
There
is.
just needs to be a reset button.
There is no reset button. Do you know what the reset button is? Mushrooms. The spiritual enlightening of mushrooms. Organically. You don't have to take that fucking Molly shit. Just eat a bag of mushrooms and love life.
Dude, Molly's amazing.
It is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I feel unnatural on it. I
Yeah, but
felt
mushroom-
unnatural on it. I
you
should
shouldn't.
say.
You shouldn't.
It's not natural.
It is
It's
natural.
not
though.
organic.
It's not organic, but it's made and it's a naturally occurring compound
Just don't trust it.
in DMT.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't trust it, but I've never done it, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
dude. Oh, you never done it. See? Never done it. If you do enough to where your eyes vibrate and you vibrate to a higher consciousness, then you know why it's created. You shouldn't do. I'm not recommending you do it a lot. Do it like 2 or 3 times and then be done with it. That's how all psychedelics should be done. It should be
Yeah.
It should be a process where you learn and love and then you move on. And
Yeah.
then, like, you come back maybe, like, 2 years later and be like, oh, I haven't tripped in a while. Maybe that would be nice, like, to expand my consciousness. That's all it's really doing. They're consciousness expanders. Like, Maps, that place that's for the Molly and shit, they're testing Molly out, you know what I mean?
yeah.
They're using MDMA. That's what they're using. And they're using mushrooms, but they're trying to get into MDMA studies. Like, you're saying it's not like natural, but it's still doing these profound effects.
Yes,
and like
that's true.
and it's being used in like a national survey or like
National survey.
scientific study. So that kind of changed my mind about it. I thought I was
want to sign up
questioning
for that
Molly.
national survey.
So do I. So do I. But you only need to, it's really about finding yourself and getting over past experience. Like, Molly is like the secret key to unlock what's inside. Well, at least it was for me. And like, going to a rave or something is just like a freeing experience that you just don't get anywhere else. You're just free. You just act free, you be free, you are free. Like a concert, like the rock concert feels like you're more like, you're free, but it's like a more of a grungy tinge kinda. But like a rave, it's like,
Yeah.
it's really clean. Everything's
Yeah.
so clean and everybody's so nice, and like the girls are dressed in like, oh my god, I can't even begin to describe the outfits. Amazing. But there's glowing shit everywhere, and it's literally using sound vibrations to higher your frequency. Like, if you ever use binaural beats, that's what they're doing in a rave. It's literally just raising your frequency so you're at a higher pitch, so you can like take on more data. It's like evolution in technology. Like, it's always going to be evolution in technology. You know what I mean? That's how we're going to evolve, is technology. And now that's the like hidden way to evolve, but it's only for the open-minded. It's only for the people that are going to actually put forth effort and think this, like, that moving sound waves and vibration and understanding we're made of frequency is going to actually like change shit
Yeah.
for you. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like going to get you connected with whatever we really are. You know what I mean? This isn't what we
Right.
truly are.
I don't know.
At this point in life, I guess it is, but you're way more than this. Like, your frequency,
I
your
think you
sound.
can't drink from the vine. I think you need to sip from it
Yeah,
every once in a
that's
while.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. You just need to sip from it.
Like every once in a while. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Like, I don't recommend fucking every weekend doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Yes.
no.
No, usually you should go to things like raves. Most people go sober, completely sober. Like, that's what it's about.
Well, no, what I'm
It's like
trying to say
straight.
is, like, you know, like
It's
mushrooms.
not about drugs.
Mushrooms are good for you. Like, maybe once.
They're
every
not good
4
for you. They're
months.
poison, bro.
Once every 4 months, dude. That's a control alt delete on your brain, man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, mushrooms are amazing, but they're not good for you. I wouldn't say they're good for you, but mentally, definitely have some effect.
Mushrooms aren't good for
Do you know
but
they
that's
found
how,
out
but
that
that's how
mushrooms-
we evolved to
Wait,
be humans.
I
That's
read
okay.
I read
okay.
something that said, yeah,
It's
mushrooms
okay.
doesn't actually put holes in your brain or anything like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't cause damage like they thought
well,
before.
you know, I subscribe to that. Fucking
Oh yeah,
Terrence
they do
McKinney.
use psilocybin. Yeah, I know you subscribe to the stoned ape theory. Talk
Yeah.
about it for
Well,
those who haven't heard of it.
It's like the stoned ape theory, you know, like sometime 2 million years ago, our ancestors, there was a strong drought, and the rainforest receded in the grasslands, and our ancestor had to come from on top of the trees, up in the canopy, down to the below, down into the grasslands. They were-
the below.
into the below.
That's a movie. That's a movie, dude.
Into-
like Sharknado.
Into the below. Or that's a terrible porn movie.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that is
Into
a,
the below.
no, that is a beautiful porn.
Yes,
man.
it is.
Into the
In-
below.
Into the below, and all it is a guy, and he's like looking down into a cave, and all you see is a pair of legs, and he's just like, "What?"
All right, so go back to the stoned ape theory.
Stoned ape theory. But yeah, they had to come down from the canopy and into the grasslands, and then they started experimenting with new food sources. And the first place they looked was under cow patties, and that's where psilocybin mushrooms grow, is under cow patties.
Cubensis.
And after cubensis, thank you. And then after a couple thousand generations of using these, they eventually evolved into what we are today.
Yeah, because at one point the human brain like increased twice in size, like over a period of like 2 million years.
Over 2 million years, twice
Yeah.
in size. Why?
doubled.
Mushrooms.
Dude, and if you've ever taken mushrooms, you feel like you're connected with a higher source that just knows everything, that's like loving and
Deja
awe and just
vu like
natural as fuck.
hell.
Oh, dude, like heaven.
Oh no, I don't know.
It's,
I've
it's
had
an
a good one
emotional
and I've
roller
had a bad
dude,
one.
it's an emotional roller coaster. This is the thing I don't like about shrooms and I do like about Molly. Mushrooms is more of an emotional roller coaster where you can hit peak and be like, oh my god, this is amazing, and then the same second be like, oh, this is terrible. But like Molly is just like you go up and then you stay up, and then you just stay up, and then you just stay up,
And then you just stay up.
and then you sweat, and then you fucking go to sleep, and then you're still up the next day, like up, like your higher vibration. The thing about mushrooms is it gives you a lot, but you can't like really comprehend it too much. That's why like Molly's really good for like being able to comprehend what you're taking in.
Right.
Because you have to admit, like, when you do psychedelic, you're definitely connecting with a higher power in some way. Everybody who's done DMT has like really the same trip, kind of, where they're going to a place where these entities are, and it's like white, like crystal palaces and shit. You know what I mean? And like when you're tripping on acid, like you feel like there's like almost a background to the universe that you can see that's like undertoning everything. And there's several layers to everything.
the
You know
grid.
what I mean? Like like the grid and parallel dimensions. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
seeing like different dimensions.
Hippie.
How
That
dare
sen-
you, man?
That sentence
dare
had
you.
hippie written all over
Oh,
it.
it did.
though.
It
But
did. There needs to be a new word for new age hippies, like
snippy.
a little bit nippy.
Or no, wouldn't it be like a hipster hippie? It'd be a hip hippie.
Hip to the hippie. Oh, dude, I'd be hated
It'd be
by
a
Cartman.
it'd be a hip hip.
I'd be hated by Cartman, dude.
Hippies, fucking hippies.
Like keeps him in his basement. That episode's so funny. I love South Park, dude.
Oh, dude.
Classic. Were you mumbling over there?
Mongolia of China.
Mongolia.
Yeah.
Knock down my sheet wall.
Knock
throw
down
back
my
the
shitty wall.
Oh, brace bra.
The best ones when they were making fun of anime.
Oh,
Oh,
love
dude.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a
one.
Pokemon.
The kids.
No,
that
they, one and the
Well,
and
yeah,
the
because they
samurai
made fun
one.
of kids anime and then they made fun of adult anime.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
with the ones where
Because-
Hey,
dude,
let's
dude,
go.
listen.
Got
City.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
so,
let's go, Kick Out City.
it was so bad, but
Oh.
it,
Dude,
oh,
listen,
it was great.
Chef looks so badass in that.
Dude,
in that.
Chef
that
was
was the most badass
swole as
character.
fuck.
Yeah, I was like, oh, hello there, children.
Hello there, children. It's like, oh my god, I love Chef.
Where'd you get them weapons?
Where'd you get them weapons?
Oh, dude, I love South Park.
Oh.
It's classic. It definitely raised a generation of kids.
Yes, raised a few.
Oh, definitely. I talked to like
Oh, for
anybody
sure.
my age, and they definitely listen.
Like
to South
if
Park.
you, oh man,
Dude, I watched it before it wasn't even on cable.
yes.
Because oh, it was amazing.
You watched it before it was on cable.
Cable,
How
yeah.
was that possible?
Because Comedy Central wasn't on cable yet.
Ah,
What?
Yeah.
What was it on?
Satellite.
Wow.
When
I remember that.
when it wasn't like Direct TV, it wasn't
That
Comcast.
was like the
it was like
90s.
satellite
Satellite.
or cable. Yeah.
I remember
Because my brother
that,
had
dude.
satellite, and I was just like, whoa, there's so many
That's
channels.
a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like
Mm.
9. I was in
Mhm.
4th grade. I was in 4th grade.
Watching
Ooh.
South Park?
Watching South Park.
Oh, that's
I think I was right
hilarious.
around the same age. My mom was like, "Don't watch that." And when she'd go to bed, I'd like turn that on and be like, "Yeah, fuck yeah."
Yep. So funny because
just-
it was on.
wasn't
it was
about
On,
it wasn't
man.
about the swearing. It was about them making fun of like the
Comedy
shit that, the
Central
shit
in
that
the
no one makes
90s.
fun of. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Oh, I wish I
Just
could
making
go
fun
back.
of people and being like, "There's no actual likenesses to anybody in this," and then they're like, "It's like this is Michael Jackson
Oh,
Or
when
this
his
is this,
nose
you know
fell
what I mean?
off, dude, I
Oh.
died.
or Paris Hilton." That one.
I died.
that,
Oh,
that Paris Hilton one
when the
was hilarious.
slave, oh, when he shoved his,
Yeah.
shoved her
Or
up
she, or
his
she
ass.
was taking Butters as the dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like mining for coal.
Yeah. Butters, you got a mind for coal. Oh, get.
If you can get $2 million worth of coal, you can stay with us in the next 5 minutes or something like that. And he's out there mining for coal. It's like, what's that, honey? It looks to be a dog mining for coal. Let's just
Oh,
leave it, dear.
Mm-hmm.
So great. The movies were hilarious. Well, the movie.
Bigger, longer, and uncut.
Oh,
Oh, dude, did you see when Kenny gets the PSP? That's a
That
great
was
episode.
a great
Yes.
episode.
That's
Great.
a great episode. It's like, oh, look at this battle.
Yes.
It's crazy. Oh my God, they're getting slayed, and then it just doesn't show anything.
yeah.
Playing this fucking tower defense game.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean,
Our defense games are the shit.
they are,
Yeah.
but they're so hard to make because it's so,
So
hard for them to be
addicting.
good. It's so hard for them to be good.
Yeah, it is hard for them to be good. There was that one on Steam. You were like moving through the level, but it was a tower defense.
I'm not sure,
Ah,
That sounds pretty badass.
dude. I haven't played a good one in a long time. I haven't played one
Yes.
period in a long time.
I haven't played one
Neither
that wasn't a
have
Flash
I.
game.
Yeah. Tower defense kind of faded away with Civilization.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Everything kind of
Yeah.
fade away when you play
Yeah.
Civilization.
yeah. That is. I mean, that is its own tower defense game.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
You just
that
build
game's
other
so
towers
good.
and- yeah.
I don't know how you've played more than one game. I'm still on the same first one.
Dude, I already beat mine before.
Oh,
but I
dude,
forget how
I
did
don't
it.
even know. I think I'm like 300 moves in, and I'm still just like nowhere near. Like, I'm still playing it. I'm not gonna give up on it yet. But damn, I don't know how you guys devoted that much time to it yet.
What's that?
I
Civilization.
just put one day in and beat it.
Are you playing it on the fastest difficulty or whatever? The fastest?
The hardest? No.
No, but like the game speed.
I just put the game speed on normal.
Normal.
Normal? What is that? Is that the first one or the second one?
It's the
just
second
normal.
one.
It's just called normal.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
the hell
normal.
I'm on. I mean,
Yeah.
I just kind of like set it up and went with it. But
Yeah. If you hit just start game, it fucks you real hard. It
Yeah.
just randomizes everything.
Oh no, I didn't do that. I did
Alright.
setup game.
Alright.
but-
But there's advanced. Did you do advanced settings?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know what I did.
You
I,
just fucked it up.
I know
You
there's
gotta
a
go
lot
back
of
and
people
start
on
it
that.
again.
No, I have too much time dedicated to that.
Yeah. Who'd you pick as a leader?
You mean as a culture?
No, as a leader.
Yeah, you pick leaders.
You
You, don't
pick a
really
leader.
pick culture.
You pick a leader
What do you? I don't even.
as your
no.
guy, as your who are you in the game?
Oh well, I'm Japan or whatever. It's that Miyamoto guy or whatever.
Oh,
his
okay,
name
so
is.
that's who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked the Native Americans,
I was gonna be them, but I ended up putting them with
so you
me.
can get more movement speed and shit,
oh well,
that's what their
they
thing
move
was?
through woods just
just
like
like roads.
Roads.
Oh, I was like, yeah, that's useful.
Yeah, it's almost like you don't even need them.
I was like, that's useful.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of need them for travel.
You need
routes
them for
still.
your workers, but
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, your guys just
yeah,
really
it's amazing.
just run
Yeah, it's
right
amazing.
across it.
But I'm trying to make peace with everybody. That's what
yeah.
I feel like. That
Everybody
game's almost.
hates me.
I feel like that game's training you somehow. You know what I mean? Like every video game on that level trains people, and I think that information goes somewhere to where like who's
I
running
love
the
the
best
quotes.
civilization, who's like keeping care, like who's the best leaders, who's going to be the best leaders. Like I feel like that's like a training program for
Huh.
that. You know, you ever think of that? You know
I know what you're saying, but
Like,
I
if
don't know
everything's-
about on like that, like scale.
Well, if everything's like digitalized, you know, there has to be something behind the works. I guess monitoring everything.
I don't know. Well, apparently they're taking all our text messages and putting
Yeah,
them
I
away
know.
in a database.
Yeah, what
so
the fuck is that without telling us? Yeah,
whatever.
That's nice to know
dude,
about.
and all
Or
of
they
it-
can go into your shit without a search warrant and just start tapping your phone and all kinds of bullshit like that. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Go ahead.
Like they don't think we're in a dictatorship yet. We're in a dictatorship right now. Like we are the illusion of freedom. That's
Like-
what America is. It's right before Hitler took over in his country. This is what it was like. You know what I mean? Like compared to in a new age. You know what I mean? Like that's where democracy leads. At one point.
Like there's a lot of
To
fucked up shit
dictatorship.
going on right now. I mean,
yeah.
there's
Are
a
you kidding
hell of
me?
a lot of
They're
shit.
just lying to us every day. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, well,
or
and-
TV subliminal messaging all day long. Like it'll just fuck your brain. It'll just melt it.
Oh yeah, I
like it's
don't,
meant to.
dude. I barely watch TV.
You shouldn't,
Yeah, almost not at all.
Unless it's question everything. Wednesdays at 10 o'clock.
Joe Rogan.
but
Oh no.
what were you talking about? That's how high we are, people. It's here and it's gone. It's here and it's gone. I don't even think that's the highness. I think there's a stream that flows when people talk, and if you cut the stream off at a certain point, then it has a
Dead.
hard time
Dead in the
echoing
water.
back. Yeah, exactly. It's like a wave. If you fucking throw
A
if
rock
you throw another
into
rock
it.
into it, it's gonna mess it up. Yeah,
Right.
but still, even these parts I can cut out. I just want to, I feel like we've been rushing it, and we should just let it flow. Because that's the first thing that me and Brian had to go to. Like, with this, you feel like you have to rush the conversation or like rush to get to the conversation.
Right.
Don't feel that way. I'll just edit that out. That's what we need to realize together. Like, just everybody don't feel like you have to rush the conversation on.
Right.
Because we'll sit here and then it'll come. You know what I'm saying? So just think. What should we talk about?
I don't know, man. I'm really trying to buy a gun.
Yeah.
I really want my own. I have guns at my house that are more so my father's, but I want one of like my own for like a concealed carry. And
Yeah,
also,
so
like,
do I. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
getting to be a dangerous world.
Well, that dude, and there are some psychos out there.
Yeah,
and
like
you
I
know
said,
what?
Dangerous world. You just don't want to be that guy who.
No,
You'd
I-
rather have one and not need it than
Dude,
need it and
yes,
not have one.
exactly. I'd rather have it and never use it than need it and not have it.
Exactly. That's what it comes down
Oh,
to.
dude,
Seriously,
I've
that's
been
why
in some
everybody
hairy
with
situations.
mental,
Like, that I've been
mental
fucking
clarity.
scared. You
Yeah.
know,
yeah,
like, I forget where the hell I was. I think it was in maybe Monessen or McKeesport, and it was like I was at a gas station. And there was a fucking crackhead like asking for money, all fucking wild-eyed and shit. It was like, whoa.
yeah.
You know, if you would have just came at me, like, what was I gonna do? You know?
That's why I carry a knife on me most of the time. But still, that's not even.
Yeah,
a knife.
but even that, dude. What if that guy pulled out a gun and then he said, "Well, he had a knife."
I'd fucking
You
try
know-
to take it off him somehow. I guess I don't know.
I
I'd
don't
get
know,
shot
man.
before I'd give up. I think. I'd probably get shot before I give up, and then I'd somehow beat the shit out of him. I don't know, or try to. I don't. I feel like at
I don't
those
know,
points in
man.
life, I feel like a dog where I just go into primal state, or monkey or gorilla or whatever.
I don't know,
you what
man.
I mean?
Soon, like, I don't want to use a gun. Like,
Yeah,
I have
wants, who
I have
wants
no
to use a
problem
gun?
with guns.
Who
Like,
wants to use a
in
gun?
all honesty, I think it's hilarious when
cool to
people
shoot off
see
a
a
gun.
gun and they go, "Oh my god," you know, it's like, dude, okay, it's not loaded. Come on now, like,
Yeah,
you know, like even I was
yeah,
over a buddy.
respect it, but don't be.
I was
fucking
over a
crazy
buddy's
with it.
house and I was talking about looking at guns today, and I was like, "Can I look at yours?" Because I was looking at one that was similar. It was a different brand, and you know, he pulled it out and he clipped it, you know, emptied the clip, and he handed it to me, and it was already empty, and he checked it. Well, the kid that was like across the thing was like, "Oh," and he's like kind of like went back a little bit, and I was like, looked at him like, "What are you afraid of?"
Like, dude, you saw him take the bullets out of the
Yeah,
gun.
like, and he even said, you know, "Oh, it's, you know, a 9mm holds whatever." And I even, you know, I picked it up and I was looking at it, looking down the sights. I wasn't pointing it at anybody, but it was like he got afraid, and it was like, dude, you know, thing's 12 feet away from you. What are you afraid of? You know, granted, I could understand if I was pointing it at you and you didn't know I pulled bullets out. I'd be like, get that fucking thing away from me, you know.
yeah,
like,
for sure. But if
you
you
don't- you
watch
don't-
somebody, that's
You
ridiculous.
don't point a gun at anybody unless
Yeah,
you
that's for
intend to
sure.
shoot them,
Yeah,
you know.
true that, dude.
Well, and even like somebody was even saying, or no, I was watching a video and they were talking about shotguns, and they were saying, well, if you rack a shotgun, that it has like a scary factor. I was like, yeah, but you know what, dude? I don't want you to hear that. I don't want you to hear me rack around in there.
Yeah.
The only time I want you to hear me is when I'm shooting one. You know. There should be no need for you to ever hear what I'm doing. Like, if I'm walking around and you're in my house, I probably have a gun and it's loaded already.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know. There.
Well, I mean, honestly, there needs to be something like I don't know. It's just this world's getting crazy. People are gonna end up killing each other.
Oh,
And there needs to
dude,
be
there's people
peace.
killing each other every
I know,
day.
and it's getting worse.
And
and
it's-
worse.
it-
but you also can't think like that. You have to think positively. Like our thoughts affect everything. The reason it's worse and worse is because people don't care. Like, if you cared more, instead of just saying like, "Oh, it's so bad," and then we complain about it and then we forget about it. If we just like stop for a second and like complain about it and make it known, but then be like, all right, send our thoughts out to these, spread the word, like that this shit is happening.
Like, yeah,
you know
how
what I
can we
mean? Like,
fix this?
it's just by happy thoughts, like together. All we have to do is think about it, and it'll happen. Like our consciousness is connected, so somebody along the stream that has a shitload of money will actually do something good with it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, hopefully.
and that will
That's-
it's just hope. Yeah, hope and
Yeah,
belief.
I
That's what
mean,
fuels this. We don't.
That's the thing,
it's
but with
because we
money
gave-
comes corruption.
Well, money
Sometimes,
corrupts. Money corrupts
sometimes.
everything, but some people can fight through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like money
there are
is
people.
money doesn't come with corruption. The person is corrupted. Like they just have that in them. They need to deal with that themselves. Like you can have a shitload of money and be a really nice person. Like
Oh,
I know
yeah.
brain surgeons that are really nice, and they make a
Oh.
shitload more than
Oh,
you.
yeah.
You don't have to act like a pompy douche just because you make more than people. You should be sharing that with the rest of the community because minimum wage shouldn't be $7.25. It should be $22.
Well,
If you ever looked it up. Like, it's ridiculous how much we're getting robbed every day.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
they take 30% away in taxes. This is what am I paying for? Pay back the federal bank, like Federal Reserve? Like,
Yeah, what
this
has
is
the
so
Federal
stupid.
Reserve ever done for me?
yeah, exactly. This is so stupid. Like, people are just like, oh, it's 30% this year? Oh, I guess I'll pay that. Oh, what? I have taxes too? I got to pay that too. Oh, there's taxes on my food, my cigarettes, my everything. Wow, this is kind of ridiculous. How about taxation without representation? You ever hear that? Like, they're trying to destroy our Constitution. That's what
how
they're
about
trying
when
to
we
do.
went out to eat and we had a food tax and then we had a food tax.
Yeah, we had a food tax.
Yeah.
How the
That was
What the
amazing.
hell is this?
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Like, how do you? It's
And
just.
it was-
it's on everything. Like,
and
they're
it was
just
more
taxing
than
it.
our sales tax.
yeah.
Taxing everything like 3
It
times.
was like 23 cents, and then we had like 9% for the sales
Yeah.
tax.
Yeah.
The sales tax.
It was a
Or
tax
it was
on the
9
tax.
cents or whatever, not 9%. That's steep as fuck.
Tax on
That is steep. But seriously, that is ridiculous. It's just a small. It's like a microcosm of the macrocosm. You know what I mean? Like just how we are, this small being. I feel like if you ever thought about humans, we're like viewing the universe from the smallest size there is. We are the microcosm to the universe's macrocosm. Like we are looking at the inside of atomic structures in this universe. You
Yeah,
ever
we're
think of
looking
that?
at the universe
ever think
through a
of that?
microscope, and somebody's looking at us through a microscope.
Yeah, exactly.
How
yeah.
could we figure out, like, in
We're
all
not meant to
honesty, dude,
figure out the puzzle. We're just meant to.
No.
What is it, Brian?
I saw a
We're meant
quote.
to manipulate it enough to what?
What?
We're not meant to figure it out. We're meant to manipulate it.
We're not meant to figure it out. We're meant. Fuck. What was
meant
that?
to, yeah.
Oh man, the knowledge that I was dropping.
It was insane knowledge. But that'll come back
We're
later.
not meant to figure it out. We're just supposed to
Like it's
manipulate it enough for it works for us.
Yeah,
or,
it was
or
like
know
some-
it enough so we can manipulate it to work for us. or
It's something
like
along those lines.
Well, dude, there was
Beautiful.
honestly I was playing Civilization 5 today.
that. And that's real, people. I ain't editing that shit.
And-
Civilization 5.
Like one of the quotes that came up, like once you complete like building something, it was like said something about the brain, and man, I forget exactly what
Dude,
it
it has
said.
it has
But
a
it said
lot of amazing quotes and learned
Mm.
quotes.
It
in
said
that
something
game.
like, if the
I love
brain
it.
was simple, we wouldn't be able to understand it because it would be too simple. That's
No,
why
'cause
it's
we'd be
complex.
simple.
Yeah,
No,
because
'cause
we'd be simple. Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
if the brain is so complex, like
That's
oh
why
my
we're
gosh.
complex.
Yes, exactly. But like I was like it explained in basic knowledge, your cell is more powerful than every factory on the earth combined, put into a microscopic image. Like one cell does more than every other factory. Like they have to regulate so much. Your human body is like the best factory ever made, and I say made because it definitely was created somehow. And it's like
Well,
I
technically
feel like
your mother made it. So
well, yeah, but I feel like human beings, we are like, you know how I say like, all right, there's man and machine will merge at one point. I think we already merged, and that's what we are.
we're-
You know what I mean?
we're-
living the life that we are.
we've merged, but we haven't gotten to the point where we're down to
because
like,
we forgot all
we
the
ha-
knowledge we knew.
well, no,
Something
we
happened,
haven't
and
gotten
we
to
forgot
the
all
point
the
with
knowledge.
like prosthetics. Well, we've almost gotten to the point where you can like just hook up your arm and your body will tell that thing, your prosthetic, what to do.
Yeah,
We're
no,
so
they
close.
they already have bodysuits that are completely outer armor shells
Well, no,
that people
I'm talking
walk around
about
in
like
and shit.
somebody who has like let's say I have my left arm cut off from
Yeah, but how did
right-
you get from that to that? Never
I'm
mind,
talking
just
about
go.
prosthetics.
Yeah,
But like, if you have that cut off, that you could put that on,
exactly.
and that you could manipulate that hand just by like
Thinking
thinking
it.
about it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how
that's
powerful thought
wild.
is. That's how powerful thought is. They're starting to map the brain to where they can, like, I was hearing this the other
Or
day.
how about
like
when people
criminals know.
pray?
Yes,
That you can actually read their levels, and they give off like a
higher
a
frequency.
reading.
Yeah, but no, it's all in like, I don't know. This is hard to get into right now, but if you ever look up numerology, it's like the study of numbers in like hidden texts. So there's like there's a code for our English. So it goes 1 to 7 and then 7 to 1 and then 1 to 7 and 7 to 1 under the alphabet. Or the alphabet goes from A to what's before N? M. Yeah. A to M and then N to Z, and then below that it's 1 to 7 and 6 5 4 3 2 1. So that's how you decode like the Bible and shit, and it all leads back to like your hands and them bringing them together, and this is like where the universe lies, like in this position. You know what I mean? This, for some reason, praying brings us closer to what we were like, why we were here. So I don't know how to explain it, but like if you think of the human being as like some electrical fucking crazy machine that runs off bioelectricity
I thought about that
and the
when I
world
was younger,
and
dude.
spiritual shit. Yeah, and
When
you
I
just put your
prayed,
hands together.
I
Yes.
feel like if
I
you
felt
prayed, if you put your like
hands together.
hands
if you put your
together and,
hands
like,
together and
put your
mo-
body in like a
put it
straight,
in it.
like parallel,
yeah,
like
like the
uniform
position you've
shape.
seen, like
Yeah.
the position we've seen on the cross.
yeah.
But like that.
Well,
that
not like on the cross, but like
yeah, but
position,
still,
like
yeah, but it's
with your
still like that,
hands,
yeah.
you know, praying hands and whatnot. You know, like,
But
it's weird.
It just
like,
connects you to a whole
how-
different source, dude.
How does that give off energy? Granted, you know,
You
we
receive
are
energy.
technically
Satellites,
like, well, that and
and
we're,
receivers.
if you
We're
think about it,
receivers.
dude, we're a little damn
It depends
battery.
on what you want
We're a
we are a
rechargeable battery.
Well, that's what I was just talking about the other
You
night.
know?
Like you can go on the Earth, like barefoot, and actually recharge.
Yeah.
And shit. Like you can gain power from just sitting on the Earth. Also, you can look at the stars and you can look at the moon and gain energy from that. Like you can
Right.
actually absorb solar energy and moon energy. Like
Right.
I told you, like we are the most complicated, craziest robot human mix that could ever come up with. Like every animal, every design is put into one being, and that's the being that we are. You know what I mean? The perfect design, and we just haven't be. We're just testing it out right now because we haven't been able to figure out all the parts. It's just a test run. This is like an evolution planet. You know what I mean? We're just test running these bodies, and once we evolve past the need for these, we can go back into our spiritual realm. There's different dimensions, and spiritual's one of them. I'm not sure.
Well, do you think that there's going to be, let's say, a per se like end to this planet, or do you think there's going to
new
be
beginning? There's going to be a new beginning.
So,
the end's
but
coming
there's
soon,
gonna be like
but
a
it's the new
rebirth
beginning.
or
Yeah, it's
some shit?
it's definitely everything dies in rebirth, even the universe. So why can't our Earth do it? Like I feel like once there's not enough.
But is it going to be like the biblical, you know?
No, maybe,
The earth
maybe,
will shake
but, yeah,
and the
but,
waters will
yeah,
rise.
maybe,
and-
maybe, but it might be all based on science. But also, it might be based on the Earth cleansing itself. Like you ever seen a population of deer if they get overpopulated, like
They get
start
cataracts in
they
their
get
eyes and then
cataracts,
they die.
yeah, and they
Yep.
die. So you figure if people are overpopulating the Earth, that Mother Nature's still going to do something about it. Like the unpredicted, you're not going to be able to predict what Mother Nature's doing, but they're going to be able to predict like all those storms and shit, like with astrology, like they always have. But
Right.
I feel like it's just going to be a new beginning because at some point the government's going to have to go so far as to like basically enslave its own civilians to keep us under control.
Right.
And at that point, it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be war, but it's gonna be peace in war.
Yeah.
I guess
I
so.
don't know.
I don't know.
Or
It might have to be war,
war
but
for peace.
yeah, war for peace.
A
you
war
know,
for peace.
seriously.
Isn't that an oxymoron?
If you want peace, prepare for war.
no, it's not, it is, but it's like what, like I wish there was some way that these old fucks, these guys sitting at the top with
just
all this
go
power,
away.
would just go
Go
away. Yeah,
away.
but I don't even want them to go away. I just want them to like see what they're doing.
Well,
like,
that and like
like,
people
there's
that
no
have
way
been,
that you could, like, pray
representatives
enough to-
for their
to-
whole life.
yeah, exactly. and they've just
They've been in
blind.
there for 20
They
years.
have no idea
30
what's going
years.
on too. They just sign their name and they're like, I don't want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? That's not doing anything.
I'm here for a paycheck.
Yeah, that's not doing anything. This is ridiculous. That's why people get into it. That's their motivation for Congress right now. It's like, oh, I can be a senator, and then I can just go up there for 10 years and I'll be taken care of for the rest of my life, and I'll get a nice job at a company. Like, it's all about who you know. It's
just gotta
absolute
sit-
bullshit. Like,
I just gotta sit there and do nothing and nod my head to the
Yep.
person with the most money.
yep, it's like, oh, you're waving 100,000. Well, that guy's waving too. So I think I'm gonna side with Monsanto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is absolute bullshit.
It's sad.
Money should not be an issue
Very.
in this. It should all be like the unfair part is when government makes way more than a regular civilian. Like, the thing that would fix everything if government didn't make all this money and they actually were monitored on their monetarily gaining. Like, you know
I
what I
think
mean? Like,
these
they can't go
senators-
get $100,000 job from not having any like specs at all, just knowing someone. Like, this has to be like a really checked out thing, just like welfare should be. Like, the people on welfare should get drug tested. You know what I mean? That's another failed system that
Well,
some dumbass created.
In all honesty, I think for like if you're a senator or a representative, you should
Passionate.
not. Yeah.
Passionate, sorry.
You should not get paid at all. At all. If you
Yeah.
if you get okay, I want to be senator, blah 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 blah. If you have money to go and do it, then obviously you've been doing something.
Yeah.
So you have money beforehand. Why should we give you money because you want to be in a position where you can make money?
Yeah.
And then you get
yeah.
bribes so you can make money.
more money, yeah.
You know.
Well,
if-
they're already making
well,
at least $200,000
the way
to
that
get
I
in the
see it
position in the
is-
first place.
if okay, let's say I ran for senator, I get free trips to go and do my job and do whatever, and maybe a suit
And maybe like
a
$20,000
card to
a
get
year or
there.
something.
But give me a piece of junk. In all honesty, dude, give me a little Ford Focus.
You should
you
be.
know,
You should be.
there's
You should be
there's
running
no
like the
reason
people. You should be
why,
like the people.
you
Just like
know.
I was talking about. Obama has like that jet he travels around in. It's like you. If you traveling around in this jet, you're spending so much money on just traveling bullshit. Like I understand like traveling, but like, did you read about that thing where they're going to Africa and they're taking like the aircraft carrier with the fully stocked crew and all kinds of CIA agents? And this,
No.
oh yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. He's going on like a $2 million
yeah,
trip
yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that to
no,
Africa.
No, I thought it was more than 2.
Or yeah, it was like $8 billion trip or something
Yeah.
bullshit like that.
And it's like, dude, why the fuck are you going to
an
Africa?
aircraft carrier with a fully stocked medical crew getting out of America. I wonder. This is absolutely puzzling. You know what I mean? And then
But didn't
have
they say
friends
there was like 200 people that were supposed to be on
yeah,
the boat?
200 like CIA special agents
Supposed
and
to
all
just
kinds of
watch
shit.
him.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
It is
That is the
ridiculous.
most. They even said it. I remember
yeah.
hearing about that.
The most ridiculous thing
Yeah,
ever.
it was the most expensive.
Especially when they say we're in
presidential
debt.
Trip.
Yeah, it's expensive, especially when they say we're so far in debt, and he's spending like $8 billion to go on a
Dude,
trip.
I'm telling you, I think he is here to put us in debt and
He is
cripple
he-
this economy.
Dude, he's
In all honesty,
he is.
all he's doing it.
Well, I mean, he's just a figurehead. Honestly, there's a machine
But
behind
still,
everything.
yeah, there
doing
is
the
something.
work.
Well, yeah.
He's just a figurehead, dude.
Well,
I
dude,
think honestly, his
I-
wife
in
has
all
more balls
honesty,
than he
dude,
does.
I think from the past, like, I'd say before Bill Clinton, everybody was a puppet. Almost there came to a point where it's like maybe say during
Yeah.
like the 50s and 60s. After that,
Well,
I
no.
think,
Bill
maybe
Clinton,
even
dude, there were
before
so
that.
many assassinations under his reign. Under his reign, like, there were so many CIA assassinations for stuff about Clinton. Like, Clinton wasn't. The last true president was probably Jimmy Carter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, the
we're
last
talking
real...
about old.
The real president that was fighting for the people. Like, even he was saying, like, how fucked up,
Yeah,
how fucked up everything is.
Didn't he talk about the
was about to-
industrial complex?
Yeah,
The
he was about to
military
end.
industrial
Yeah, he was
complex?
about to end all that shit and
Yeah.
demilitarize America, and then
Yep.
they fucking shot him in the head.
Yep.
Like, if you ever watch any of this shit, you wonder why these presidents get eliminated right
And
before
the
they're actually about to
magic
do
bullet?
something.
Magic bullet my ass.
Yeah, bullshit. Bounced off here and came from here. No, it came from fucking.
No, it came from 3 different people shooting at the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they.
It's called a
there's three
sniper
different-
team.
There's 3 different bullet holes too.
Yep.
Yep.
It's called a sniper team. That's what it's called.
Just like when in the
You know.
Manhattan bombings, when you saw the mercenaries and they pictured them all and showed the kid with the backpack that supposedly was a criminal running away from the explosion with his backpack on. Did you see those pictures?
No, I didn't.
Oh
see
my
that.
god! It shows like all the mercenaries. It shows their caps. It shows like how they're the skull mercenaries, and it shows like the weird backpacks that the bomber was supposedly carrying and was left there before the explosion. And it shows the mercenaries clear out of the explosion area like 3 minutes before it went off. All kinds of shit. All kinds of undercover shit. They showed the kid like in the boat that was totally fine when he got in, no blood at all. And then they show him getting into the ambulance next, and he's totally covered in blood. They're shoving a breathing tube down his throat. They killed his brother. Like, they the cruelty of the government knows no bounds. That's all I have to say. They killed this this innocent kid's brother by getting back from school and shoved the breathing tube down his throat so he couldn't talk to anybody.
It's sad
And
that it's
then he
being
died
so
like 3 days
hush-hush.
later or something like that.
Like, you think with the internet being so big how it is now, that this information would have went, across the world in a matter of seconds.
Not only that, but
And-
for someone
but
to
it
actually
would've been the
realize
right
what they're doing.
information.
Yeah, what they're realizing.
And that's the
To the
thing,
right
like,
person.
Yeah, like
It's all about the
there's
right person
a lot
who
of
receives
stuff
it.
that's lost in translation, and there's
There
a lot.
is.
There's
that there is. That's
it's a
why there's a
shame,
movie called
like,
Lost in Translation.
yeah, there's that
It's relatability.
yeah.
It's like you change the
Yeah.
story every time you hear it. You know what I mean? It always changes
Yeah.
a little bit.
Well,
So
yeah,
you never get the true story. Like,
So
oh,
you
America's
tell-
in trouble over there. I guess like
Yeah.
dictatorship. Whatever. Like, it's ridiculous.
yeah.
Like, well, this is what I see in other countries. You know what I mean? America owns the world to a point. Well, Britain actually owns the world, but America owns the world.
China's damn close to owning
Well,
the goddamn
yeah,
world.
but it's behind. Yeah, they're about to be two superpowers.
That's
fighting
why
over it.
Australia's back in
It's
China.
like a game of Risk, bro. It's like a game of Risk to them. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Get the
How
fuck
much
out of
risk and how much
America.
reward? How much risk and how much reward? But I was talking about, like, in Egypt they have those riots and shit with the whole city and in all those countries, the riots. I think that's from America trying to issue its policies in different countries, and those policies being rejected to the fullest, and them like testing out what they're gonna try and do to America before they actually do it, and be like, how far can we push the limit on this like slavery thing before it's like they'll revolt on us, and they're just testing it out with different countries.
Yeah, but you think they would have got that right after?
Dude,
Doing that for so
yeah,
long?
but they're
You
no,
know?
yeah, but
No, but
I think
yeah,
they want to. I think they want to be in a state of control that's like they don't feel too evil about it. Like they don't feel like the monster that Hitler was. They're just like, I'm doing everybody right because I'm keeping the ignorant people in pens and making them work for food, and keeping them safe from the aliens that are actually good. Like,
Well, you know what?
It's ridiculous.
I think it's really sad. Like, granted, I feel bad for the people that are in jail, but the people that are on death row, why are you sitting on death row for 20
Yes,
fucking
exactly.
years?
You know how much it costs to like support it costs $10,000 to support one inmate.
Yep.
For a year.
I think
A year.
I think they said it's like what is it? $180 or 200 some odd dollars
a day.
a
It's
day.
$180 a day.
Yep.
How about that? Wouldn't you like to see like
I got
all the
something that
inmates
can-
on death row, all those fucking crazy psychopath killers, just put them in a fucking gladiatorial ring and like make money off that? Like seriously,
Just
they're
get
gonna
rid of them.
No, they need to die some way.
Yeah.
And
Well,
and
yeah, and
hopefully
that's
they
what you
die
need
in a
to do.
gruesome way. So a gruesome way would be trying to kill each other. You know what I mean? Like that. Let them do what they're best at and get the fuck off this world. Because they're not doing anything sitting in that prison, but teaching others the horrible ways that they learned. You know what I mean? That's all they're doing. Or there's
And
also the reverse.
prisons
That's like
make
a little
worse
little
criminals.
chunk that they're actually like they forgot they realized what they did was wrong, and that needs to be treated as a mental thing, and not always as a
Yeah.
like everybody
maybe that
pleads
was
the
just a
mental
lapse
card.
of bad judgment.
Yeah, everybody
or something
pleads
like that.
Well, I mean, people get put in prison for 20 years for second-degree murder, where you like hit somebody with a car when you're drunk. Honestly, that's like you don't deserve to be in prison for like the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need a
it's
punishment,
Like,
but
it's like you
nothing
need
like
a
that.
punishment, and you need to be like monitored on how you drive and all this shit. But to lock somebody in a cage is just gonna be like, oh, now I can't get a job. It's 20 years later. What am I gonna do for money? Oh, I'm gonna rob people. It just creates more criminals for our system. That's
even,
all.
dude,
that's
you-
all jail does. Create more criminals and
You-
better ones.
You hear about these kids, the little kids that all like, oh, well, I don't like going to school. I'm just going to sell crack on the street.
Yeah,
and
it's
buy a
easier, it's
gun.
faster because they see people in the hood and they have
Because
like
they've seen their
they have-
brother or
well, they
you
see
know
these huge
relatives
cars
or
and
something
shit, and
like
they're like,
that.
wow, they're making all this money.
Yeah, they're making all this money. I
they
want
never
some
had
of
to
that
go to
money.
school.
Yeah, this dude went. He has a less degree than I do, you know, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's because, dude, I've learned more off YouTube and cartoons than I ever
Yes.
learned in school.
Yes.
Ever. And it's ridiculous. You know what it is? It's because we can teach ourselves. All we need is like a good leader. Like if you don't have the right teacher in class, that fucks the whole class up. The thing
Yep.
about YouTube that's nice, you can have as many teachers as you want because all kinds of people doing the
If
same
you don't
thing.
like the teacher,
You
get
just-
off the channel.
Yep, get off the channel. A new teacher, same thing. Oh, he talks a lot better and clearer. It's perfect. Like there's gonna be a point where education is totally free, and you can get you can do a course on YouTube and get the paper documents you
something,
need
yeah.
to do. Like you can learn real shit on YouTube. You can learn anything because all
yeah.
the information's there. It's the internet. It's time to stop paying $100,000 for schools that are just basically you're paying for the equipment to use. And you could buy it for way less than that. You know what I mean? You could buy professional equipment for yourself for less than you're going for a semester. For anything.
This
You know
is
what I
what's
mean?
really fucked
For
up.
anything.
You know, we're in the age of computers now. Why the hell are we still buying textbooks, especially college
Yeah,
students?
why are we still
but
destroying
spending
trees?
to
Why are we still
$400 on
destroying
books?
trees if everything else is on computers?
You know, download that shit.
In college, it's not in college, it's not in fucking. It's
Some-
all on the internet.
Some of it's
no,
in
it's
books.
not.
You have
no,
to buy
it's
books
not.
for
You
some
can buy
There's
classes.
definitely books.
No, yeah, it's
You can
called
buy
ebooks.
ebooks now. Now it's ebooks, but it didn't used to be like 2-3
Yeah.
years ago.
Believe me, I
they
know
were-
someone who's in college.
They were there.
Talk to him
Yeah,
every day.
I know.
Yeah.
My sister was a grad student.
Well, you can also
that was
buy
a while ago, son.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You know, like, why?
This shit's all on the internet
Shit-
today.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
shit was on the internet back then too. Like,
But
when
people
the
weren't-
internet first
people weren't
came
really
out,
using
like-
it, but now they are. Yeah, now they are.
but it wasn't like it was after 2000,
your
dude.
thought isn't relevant, Ian.
It was
Move
like
on.
It
No,
was
I'm
like
just kidding.
2007, dude. Why the fuck weren't we using it? You know?
Because us,
Dude,
us
I
monkeys,
was
us
in college-
monkeys evolve slow.
I was
bro.
in college in 2008, and I had to buy my own books.
Us monkeys evolve
So-
slow.
Yeah, like why? That's the thing. That's what I'm.
Well, it's
trying
not
to
like
say.
that anymore. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, but we were at the stage of
You know.
computers that was
Dude.
good.
It's like I feel like the expectations of man never live up to man. Like we made movies back in like 1990, thinking in 2000 we were gonna be in flying cars, and we should be. We should be because the hidden knowledge away from us, all the hidden shit they back manufactured cell phones and TVs from. That's like they're coming out with that ring that has a text message on it.
Yeah.
They've always had that shit. Like CIA agents use that shit. You know what I mean? Like they've had the ability for flying cars and something that can last forever, but they're not going to build it for you because they can only sell you one of it. You know what I mean? They can only sell you one if everything works on it, if everything's perfect, if there's enough for everybody. You know what I mean? They can only sell you one. They can't make money off it. Like the thing should be there should be companies that can like rebuild themselves according to what people need. Like, oh, well, you're a car company. All right, everybody got the perfect car, perfect parts. Now let's have a parts warehouse where the parts will last like forever and they don't cost that
Yeah,
much.
I said something
it's
about
not
that.
about-
Have like a
You don't need
universal
so
car.
much money.
Well, not like
People
a
just get so
universal, but
greedy.
like you could add on to it or change things
Yeah,
to it.
but it would just be built good. Like rotors
Right.
would be built like they were back in the day, where you could shave them down like 4 times and you'd still have a good set of rotors. Now you
Yeah,
can't shave
not
them down
even once.
Not
Yeah.
even once. Like brakes aren't meant
Half
to.
the
Nothing's
time
meant
they
to
don't-
last in your car. Nothing is meant to last. It's all meant to break and chip and fall apart. So you buy a new one every 2 years. Like it's all a bunch of bullshit. Like I don't know why people don't build stuff to last. That's what America was founded on. That's
Yep.
what our forefathers founded on. Was like the work, the craftsmanship we put into everything. But now it's just about how many can you make and how many can you sell.
Yeah.
It's not about like how special this is, how intricate. I feel like every other country nailed that shit. Like you get stuff from Italy, it's about how intricate each piece is and how much love and devotion they put into it. Not how much they're like how many they're selling. That's how like I agree that like the production for America when you mass produce made us grow like rapidly, but it made us grow too fast. It made us get cocky and now that system is running out of itself. It was meant to break down because when you build shit that is meant to break down, your system is also meant to break down. Boom. All right.
Boom, pow, hammer.
To the fist, to the face. Oh, did you see? Have you ever seen that? Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite. Or the guy who plays it from Bloodbone or whatever it's called. That movie Bloodbone. Who am
Are
I
you
talking
talking about the
about?
movie?
Michael Jai White.
Michael Jai White.
You're talking
dude.
about the movie, right?
Yeah, Bloodbone.
11 different black
Just
belts.
call me Bone.
11 different black
Dude,
belts.
that dude
11,
is such a fucking badass.
11
He's
different
fucking,
black
Oh, he
belts.
could fucking maul shit, dude.
Yep.
That dude's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
He gives you that ooh-wee. Oh, what was it called? Anaconda malt liquor.
He
Anac-
gives you
oh,
the ooh.
that ooh woo, like those whistles. They had the whistles on it. Woo woo.
With the whistles.
Dude, you talking about Pootie Tang when you brought in that malt liquor, dude? That's from Pootie Tang. I'm
What?
talking about that malt liquor where
No,
it gives you the
it's-
ooh.
It's from Black Dynamite.
Is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Anaconda malt liquor. It gives you
Yeah.
the ooh. Because then they go into that whole elaborate thing of like where they're trying to figure out like
Yeah, yeah,
the thing
yeah,
behind Anaconda malt liquor.
Yeah. Gives you a little dick. and
Yeah.
there's, like,
Oh,
little-
Gives
yeah.
you little Richard. What's another name for little Richard? Anaconda malt liquor gives you a little dick. Let's get the fuck out of here. It's so funny.
Yeah, dude, and it's hilarious. And the way that they're like breaking it down, you're like, how are you getting to this? Like it was like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and Ares is the god of war, and it's like, what
Yeah, I love that episode, dude. It's hilarious.
episode? It's a
What is it,
movie,
Yeah, it's
motherfucker.
a movie. Sorry.
But I think they did make an animated.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
did
cartoon
make
or
it. There's a
something.
cartoon.
Yeah,
so
it's
I was
anime.
getting
Is that on Adult Swim?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Season fucking.
It's in an episode, dude.
Yeah.
Is it on it on season 2 or something?
They're
don't
they're
know.
like on season 3
Are
now.
they?
Oh fuck! I
Yeah.
can't.
I haven't watched Adult Swim in a shit.
Yeah.
Black Dynamite 2's coming
I
out.
don't watch TV.
Woo!
It's because, dude, anything. Well, actually, Adult Swim has always been good to me.
Yeah.
Usually,
And
except for Tim and
Toonami.
Eric. Tim and Eric, awesome show, can eat it.
Yeah, and
Toonami is the
and
shit.
that Tim goes to the mayor or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
that
so
was.
stupid. I don't know why
Gay
they
as
support.
fuck.
Who like let me be the guy behind
No,
Adult
dude, when
Swim.
I saw
I'll
that,
pick better shows for you. These things are
like,
terrible.
I lost faith
Tim
in
and Eric,
humanity.
yeah, like Tim and Eric, awesome show where the dude's just like what, and then there's like a spinning background. I'm like, this is ridiculous. A child can make a better thing than this.
I don't get why it got big. It's like I wish I could have like just smacked the shit out of those two.
Dude,
like
it's
what
like
were
if
you
you're
on?
tripping-
Were you
if it-
on
if-
acid when you
no,
made those?
dude, they were on something like pure mescaline or something. Like
Like,
seriously,
There was something crazy.
like
wrong
I've
with
watched that shit on psychedelics. It was not fun. It was not cool. It was not deep or anything. It's just stupid mind garbage. Hate that. Hate when people just put on mind garbage. You know what I mean? It's just like this is meant to entertain your brain, but there's really nothing of any use here. Like it's good for sometimes. Like it's good to be entertained, but
Well,
it's
yeah,
good to
there's
also
always
take
those
something
things
away
you want to
from it.
watch that are like really
Like,
stupid.
look, this is-
you
wait,
know,
this is
and
the
it's
thing-
funny, but
Yeah.
then there's stuff that's like mind-numbingly retarded that you're like, okay, I cannot watch this or I'm gonna lose brain cells.
Well, listen, you mentioned Toonami, right? I love those anime
Yes.
shows because, like, I feel like Japan
That's
has
how
it
I
down.
got into anime.
I feel like Japan has it down, dude. They show their kids these images and these battles of like
They-
how the warrior becomes like within and
dude,
how.
there's some
how-
Japan's
have you
weird
seen the
about
Soul-
its
well,
fucking
yeah.
cartoons,
Also,
man.
there's some pushy ones, but
oh man,
listen,
no, there's some beyond
no,
pushy.
it introduces sex,
fucking like tentacle,
dude.
like
it introduces
sex,
sex,
and shit.
violence. It basically
that's fucking
nullifies
weird.
kids to the real world at a young age. You know what I mean? It also teaches them
Japan
values.
is really weird.
It's really weird how they approach sexuality. Like you
Well,
can listen
they're,
over
like,
there with a
they're
wife.
open
Hold
with
on.
sexuality, but it's like
Yeah.
they're really like with their personality. They're really like not
Closed.
so much, closed
to business. It's
Yeah.
all business, bro.
It's not
Like-
about the person. It's about the whole.
Yeah.
So more so.
well, it's because
than
they believe in
anything.
a spiritual sense. They believe
Well,
in
yeah, and-
everything.
well,
Everything
they
is
even
one.
said something about
You know what I mean? All their
Vietnam troops. If when they got shot, they were easier to talk to, and they weren't going into shock because they were taught that you were just a leaf on a really big tree.
Yep.
You are so insignificant compared to the big picture.
Yep.
That's why you
That's
need,
what it really
That's
is.
why you needed to concentrate, and
That's what it really
And
is.
that's why you need to play your part. And if you don't play your part, the person next to you isn't going to play his part, and then that person
Yeah, that
isn't
trio
going to play
fail.
his part.
That trio fail. You're just
Right.
a big string holding
Yep.
up holding up a weight. You know what I mean? If one link fails, the fucking
Yep, it's
whole
just a
thing
piece
starts
of string.
Yep.
As soon as a few strands start breaking, it's getting weaker.
it won't hold the weight anymore.
Yep.
And that's what we
There,
have
a
done
lot
as
of
human
cultures
beings,
are
I feel
really
like.
weird, but there are
That's
some
not.
that are.
It's not weird. Weird is a bad word for
No,
it. Like it's just different.
Yeah, it's
It's-
different from ours.
Our perspective, but
Yeah.
not mine. I love the way they think over there. It's beautiful. Like I watch some shows. Like if you ever seen
Oh yeah,
Aquarion or
there are. I've never seen that.
Aquarion's really good. It's about like chakras and soul energies and,
I
and
watched
like teaching
a bunch
kids.
of like.
And have you watched Soul Eater? Soul Eater's
no.
really good. Really good. It's like
there
really.
was a few that I was really into.
It's
but
like.
most of the
Have you ever
ones
watched
that I-
Trigun or Yu Yu
Ye-
Hakusho?
Oh yes, yes.
Yu
yes,
Yu
yes, yes.
Hakusho.
Dude, I had the
Yes.
books.
Yes, dude. That
I-
was my shit.
I had the
Or
books with all
Tenchi-
that shit.
Tenchi Muyo or shit like that, or
Well,
like Inuyasha.
I was really into
or-
like Hironi Kenshin, Hellsing. It was like this vampire thing that was going
or
on.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, Naruto. Like I
Oh,
was into Naruto
Naruto.
before it got onto
Yes,
TV.
who wasn't, dude?
Dude, I loved the books, and then as soon as it came on TV, I was like, I am done. I couldn't do it because
Like it's just a cool. Like people are like, oh, you like Naruto, blah blah blah.
you like anime.
It's dude. It's
you're
just living
fag.
dude.
Yeah.
It's living a fantasy
Oh, it
world that you
wasn't
wish
even
you could
that.
live. Tell me you would want to jump on trees and summon water dragons out of the fucking water and
Oh,
attack
yeah.
people,
It-
or like defend
Who
yourself with
hasn't
crazy
thought
tech.
when they were little
Yes.
that they wanted to be a Super Saiyan?
Yes, exactly. Or
you
some,
know?
yeah, Super Saiyan. It's a perfect
You know,
example. I
Who
love.
wants to fly around, be the X-Men, be Spider-Man, be Batman? You know,
It's like if you don't
it-
want to be a hero, you're just denying the inner kid in you, and you need help.
yeah.
honestly.
If you're saying you'd rather grow up and be like, oh, I'd rather be a brain surgeon.
I'd
than
rather be
Superman,"
nothing. Yeah, I'd rather
It's like,
be
come
nothing
on,
than
man.
Superman.
Really? Like, yeah, there's some fucked up shit you might have to deal with, but you're Superman.
Yeah.
Come
for
on,
sure.
man. You can get over it. You know. I don't know. There's a
Well,
bunch.
there's a reason. Like it's good to look up to idols like that. You know what I mean, and never lose them because you always look back as you were a kid, like who you looked up to, and it's good having these things that aren't achievable almost because it's
Yeah.
like it's so high up. You're just like trying to reach it, so you're always chasing goals until you like finally can get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
And,
even
and
Super
that's a
Saiyan.
good thing.
Super Saiyan is just like a form of just higher enlightened beings. You know, he's just controlling his chi, and it's like, and it's all about friendship, really. And I just love those cartoons because they bring everything together for a child.
Yeah. I really liked
Like
those
cartoons raised me, parents didn't. That's all I have
Even-
to say. Cartoons raised me, parents didn't. Like for the most part, like
I
all
I
of us.
really I don't know. I really can't say that my parents didn't raise me.
Well, I
'cause,
mean, not didn't raise you, but like you got like I got my
I learned more shit off of the internet and cartoons than I really did off of per se my
school.
like father or
that's
something like that.
That's
yeah,
what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
not raised you better, but it was like
but yeah,
it gave
and
you
when I
more
was-
information and more like how to deal with your feelings as a kid and like how to feel like you're
Right.
powerless, but really you have all this power inside you and blah blah. Like it's just living a fantasy. It's beautiful though. It's
Yeah.
like video games; they just transport you to a fantasy world.
Yeah,
But it's at the same time like I like the fantasy aspect, but I also like there to be strategy behind it. Because if you're not training your mind, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like everything should be training your mind and body and soul. That's why we're here.
oh yeah. If you ain't bettering yourself, then why are you here?
Yeah, if you're not bettering yourself, if you can't look back on yesterday and be like, I've honestly changed since then, and like discovered something new about myself or about the world, or took a chance that I wouldn't normally take, then you're not bettering yourself. You're not living. Living, like insanity, is just
Even-
repeating the same thing day over.
Yeah,
Over
even
and
just
over
in
again. That's what
small,
insanity
like,
is.
little bits. If you can just
Yeah, if you could just build one step
like,
at a time. Dude.
Yeah, even if it's like, something stupid. Oh, I didn't work out today. Oh, well, I'm at least gonna do this.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
gonna stretch today instead,
I'm gonna
or
do
I'm gonna do
something
yoga,
else.
or yeah.
Or I'll take out this and I'll do some chores to make me feel like I've done something today.
No, not even that. Like just
Like,
bettering
at
yourself.
least-
Like I'll draw today, or I'll write
Like-
today, or something to bring out the passion that is you as a human being, not the mundane, but
I'm
like
saying
the
like
profound.
don't like even like my dad has really like over the past I'd say few weeks he's really called me a piece of shit because I don't do anything. He's like, what do you do? What do you do? Granted, I cut the grass and do like some shit around the house, but it's like, well, what do you want me to do? And then not say anything about it, and then be like, well, you're still not doing nothing.
Yeah, you like
And-
that?
Yeah.
Where
and-
you do stuff and they're still like, oh yeah, you didn't.
Well,
do
he
anything.
even said, he was like, well, are you gonna cut the grass? I was like, yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm getting my oil done and everything. And it was like, he even said something to me today. He was like, well, did you check your air filter? I was like, fuck, I forgot about it. He says, there's another thing you forgot. And I was like, who
Just-
fucking
yeah,
cares?
Exactly.
It's like, it's my motorcycle. I know.
I
Okay,
feel
I'll
like-
get it.
I feel like-
It's an air filter. All I gotta do is take a fucking air hose to it and blow it out.
I don't know. I feel like my dad is there to poke a stick at me, like you're saying your dad is there, like
He's
he-
there for a good. He's there for.
to help, but
to
he
help.
doesn't know how to express his emotion, kind of.
But yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like a
Well,
confusion
and
coming out. It's like,
his-
oh.
no. Well, the way that my grandpap was, he was kind of like, not say a hard ass, but he'd pick you up off the ground, but he also gave you the kick in the ass to keep going.
Yeah.
That's kind of how he was, and that's kind of how my dad is.
Well, everything's just a cycle and a repetition of itself. You just got to
Yeah.
be the one to break the cycle, bro.
Well,
That's
and
all.
I even like.
Carry
know,
on, like
there's-
move on.
There's things that my dad has done that I know that I won't do, with my kids or something
Yeah.
like that. Or even to
Well,
the
you're supposed
fact,
to
like my
learn.
dad was saying, or not he was saying, but I was thinking that, we don't really do anything together like when we were younger. We didn't, he didn't teach me how to do too much. Like, he never taught me how to do electricity or,
Yeah, my
run
dad.
wires and
My
stuff
listen.
like that.
Yeah, my dad
But
was.
we
a
did
carp-
that stuff when the house was being built. Like, not being built, but we were remodeling it. We remodeled basically my whole entire house, dude. Like, from basically,
What, he taught you that way?
when he didn't teach. He was just kind of like, be my gopher and whatever. And it was like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
learning
know what you
something
mean,
here,
but
but
not really.
I'm not really learning
But
shit.
yeah, but I feel the same way. Like when
But
when
granted,
I
was younger, and now that I'm looking at it, and
Don't
now
you-
that I think about it, I watch him really intently, and I pay attention to what he does, and just
Now.
even little shit. Yeah,
Well, yeah, I wish we had this feeling like when we were a kid. You know what I mean? Like my dad was always like, he'd always do he's like a master carpenter, and I never learned how to do carpentry work. He was
Right.
like, you were never interested. I was like, I'm interested now. I wish I had this interest in like learning that I was as a kid. But you're such
Right.
a free spirit, so
Well-
I don't wish that, honestly. I love being free.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But now
but
I've learned to
I
be
kind of
free.
wish, like
and
when I
learn
was
things
younger,
that you would have found a direction.
well, not
that
even
your
that I
parents
found a
would've put you in.
direction that my parents
Would have
not
taught
so
you life
much.
skills.
Not so much teach me like life skills, but it given me a lot of options that I could have maybe have tried. Not so much like, oh well, you didn't pay for me to go to hockey, so I'm mad at you, or you didn't pay for me to go to jujitsu, I'm mad, But at least give you the option to say, hey, you can try anything you fucking want.
What,
You
they
know.
didn't give you that option?
Well, they kind of did, but it was kind of like
Listen,
it was like it was there, but it wasn't.
dude,
you know?
I hate that option. Listen, I'll tell you why I hate that option. Because saying that the world is open to you as a kid, you have so many possibilities that you
that it's
either
almost overwhelming.
it's overwhelming and you don't take any of them. You're just like, oh well, everything's there for me, and then you just wait and wait and wait, and then it's like 23, and it's like, holy shit,
Yep.
nothing's there for me anymore, except for this. Like, but seriously,
Yeah, but I wish they would have taught you
no,
like
just
more
get
so
you focus.
initiative
No, I wish they.
and like
This is what I wish kids.
pursuing to one goal.
Yes, exactly. Focus. If human beings are best when they focus. I wish when you're being taught as a kid, you go through mental evaluations to learn exactly what you want to do with your life. Don't train you in this bullshit that you need to know. You'll learn that later in life if you need to use it. Give them the general knowledge, not the bullshit, just some general knowledge, and then specialize everything to that child. You know what I mean? But there's other children like them. You know what I mean? Train all these
Right.
engineers as young kids, or these kids show
Well, they're
athletic
doing that
skills.
in Dubai.
So baseball players, you know what I mean, or athletes, you have to separate, just like ants separate babies. We have to do the same. We have to look at the infinitely small to see what they're doing to change our lifestyle on. We have to respect every level of consciousness.
Yeah, like I said before, the people in Dubai are doing that right now. You know, you
Just
don't
do
get,
what you're good at.
well, yeah, and that's basically what they say. You know, here, take this type of test. We see what you're good at. Oh, well, apparently you're gonna be a brain surgeon. That's what you're gonna be good at.
Yeah,
Th-
listen, they have
and
that
we
in
need
America,
brain
but it's
surgeons,
like, oh,
you know.
take it when you're like 17. No,
No,
take that
this-
shit when you're like 6.
No,
Take it when you're like
this stuff-
5.
Yeah.
Not when you're 17, where your
Well,
life's
they
like
are
already half
told
past
when they're
by.
young that this is what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's
you know?
that's great. Yeah, that's
And-
why there's great doctors that come from
and
India, because they train
they
as
are-
children. That they're like, all right, you're gonna be a doctor. You're gonna be. You don't have to worry
And I
about shit.
can't-
Just train. Just study this, and you'll be a doctor in
Well,
America.
and that's why Dubai's coming up so
They won't be.
quick.
They won't be a doctor in America. They come over here, get their education. They go back to India because they're
Yeah.
gonna make more money,
Yep.
and they're
Yep.
gonna heal the people in
Heal
their
the
own
people,
town
Yeah. Yeah.
where they came from.
Yeah.
They don't want-
Biggie's back.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they don't wanna be in
Oh,
a-
sorry.
in America. Yeah, I know, seriously.
Fucking Biggie just died.
Sleeping. No, he's been sleeping over there.
Yeah, dude. Joey.
No,
Diaz.
he was in the phone.
Did you hear him snore?
He was in his
Joey.
phone.
Hear
Joey.
him snoring?
Joey Diaz. Let's do.
Let's gonna
break.
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 A break.
Break.
A little.
I think I'm
little
done.
break.
I'm out of this bitch.
Oh, you out of here, Ian?
Yeah,
Ian is
All right,
out.
Ian is out.
Yeah,
Me
phone's
and
dead.
fuck. Me and Ryan will be
Fucking,
back.
like,
Yeah, we'll be
finish
back
it
to
up.
finish
Do
it up.
something.
Stick around, guys.
Done. Out of here.